What's up guys, it's Filmopolis here, back with another Fortnite video. So I normally don't make tips and tricks videos, but I had an idea struck in my head some days ago. I just think it'll help people become better solo players because, drop spots are really important. You have to find one that you're comfortable with and stuff, which is why I'm making this video on 10 underrated solo drop spots for Season 3. And I know some of these spots might change because since the water level is slowly decreasing, some of these drop spots I mentioned in the video might be a little bit irrelevant. I know some of them won't be. So without further ado, let's get on to the drop spots. Quick shout out to my friend JVS because he helped me out with this video so we can do the private solos. You should use his code JVS in the item shop. So the first drop spot we're going to be looking over is the campsite right by Caddy Corner in like Snowy Mountain Hill. And I'm telling you guys, this is a pretty underrated spot, even though it's kind of risky since people from Caddy Corner in like in a cash cup might, or any arena game, might want to contest you. It's alright, you can just stay pretty low key. There is also the risk of one or two other people landing at this spot, so be careful about that. So right when you drop in your area, you want to land at the snow cone truck for your first chest. This is great because even with the AR plus natural high ground, you can get good beams on your opponents. Quick reminder, at that small cabin below you, there usually people land there and they go across the zip lines to get more loot, so try to get some beams around that area. As you drop down a bit, in the center of all the tents, there should be the second chest. And if you continue northwest, you will find your third chest. Don't worry about yourself having poor amount of materials just like I do. That's why we're gonna head down to Redacted. Pickaxe the roof that's right below you to get your fourth chest. Mine some brick and some metal. Pickaxe down here to get your fifth and final chest. I know I don't have max materials yet, but don't worry, you can still get them around this area by pickaxing all the fences, all the trees, and the rocks, and you should be at max materials. Next spot we are going to be going over is Lake Canoe, that lake that's north of Retail Row. There's actually quite the amount of fishing spots here, so you can get fish here. There's good loot. There's even a shark that spawns in there that might have a good weapon. And pretty low risk because there's not really any enemies around you in other locations, but you might get contested occasionally. First chest is gonna be in the little hut right by the boat pier. The second chest is located in the small little center island in the center of the canoes. Tip, all around the lake there are bits of rocks and trees that I recommend in between looting. You break them for materials. Next you want to enter the house and look to your right because under the stairs there will be your third chest. As you're heading up the stairs, go outside to the balcony, pickaxe the ceiling to get your final chest. As you're exiting Lake Canoe, you're probably a little short on metal. That's why I advise you to, if the bus is still on the bridge, pickaxe that for materials and get the chest inside. But if that little area has already been looted up, I advise you go down the river to the gas station. There could be some extra metal waiting for you. Next place we're going to be looking at is Steamy Stack. So you guys are probably wondering, why go to such a big POI like this? We're only going to be going to the green building, which is kind of distant away from everything else in Steamy. So you probably have a lesser chance of being contested, but someone could land on you. I personally like getting my first chest by pickaxing this part of the roof and boom, loot. I then go over to the main factory area and pickaxe the level down to get the second chest. It's best to hop down to the center ground, get some materials, and then get the chest. Enter the office in front of you and get the fourth chest. Make sure to enter the supply more like, inventory room, gather up even more materials, and get the fifth chest. After obtaining more metal from the containers, hop down to the grass ground area, get some more stone, and don't forget the chest right by the oil barrels. Before exiting Steamy Stacks through the airway, in the little center building, there is one last chest in there, so make sure to grab that. And as you exit more towards the mainland in the west direction, there is that slope truck. It might already be taken, so you miss on some metal, but there is extra materials nearby if you need to grab that. And then you can rotate to zone by swimming over to the whirlpool in the distance. The next spot we were going over is on the corner island where those three houses are northwest of Steamy. This is actually a good spot because it rewards you with 7 chests, max materials, and pretty decent rotations. Depending if you're getting contested or not, the first house to land doesn't really matter, it's all about personal preference. The first house has the chest in the attic, and the second chest is under the stairs. The brick house has its first chest in the garage, and the second chest is in the attic. There's even a chest outside right by that house. In the last house, the first chest is in the spare room right by the stairs, and the second chest is yet again in the attic. As you're exiting the houses, hit up this green camper for some metal. Make sure you continue down the road to the gas station because you basically get all your metal from here. A rotating out here will be the same thing you do if you're to land at Steamy, minus the airway. Next spot we are going to be going over is the fish boat around Authority, Salty, and Pleasant. And you guys probably know this place will definitely be good since Bizzle lands here. Besides just those factors, this place has amazing loot, great rotations, but you could be contested sometimes. If you have the opportunity to, it's best to go to the roof so you can get the natural high ground when you're fighting opponents, and you can pick up 2 chests in the area. This place is amazing because you don't need to drink any shields you get from here because there's so many slurp barrels that you can pick up for max shields. And the last 2 chests located in the basement area are in this room and the room ahead of that. Did I mention you can get max materials just from this boat? You don't even need to rotate anywhere else. Plus, you have a boat to rotate with. So isn't that great? Win, win, win. Next spot we're going to be covering is Fort Crumpet. And I feel like this location is at its best right now because there's a whirlpool right nearby to rotate out, and you can even rotate quicker to Sweaty Sand to get extra materials. After you land on the top chest, you want to continue down to the pillar where you get the next chest. Continue towards north and break down to get this chest. Continue through the tunnels until you get to this wooden plank corner. Break it to get the next chest. As you're walking by on your second cannon, break down to get the next chest. And as you exit in the open area, look towards southeast for the next chest. Head over to the gift shop, mine above for the last chest. After collecting some materials, head over to this part of Sweaty Sands. This is where you should get max metal. Take the zipline right nearby, and over at the connector stand there should be a chest up there if it has not been taken already. And make sure to find a boat nearby to rotate out of. Now we're going to be talking about my favorite drop spot. It is this island of Rickety Rig. I'm in love with it since there's 14 chests, great rotations. I do get contested sometimes, but I show them that it's my spot and I dominate the competition. So I'm going to quickly go over all the 14 chests, which the first one being in the top area of this building. Drop down here, break the wall to get the next chest. Then break the floor to get this chest. Then turn to your right, break this wall, get the next chest. Move up the stairs, then hop down the helipad. There's a chest right there. Hop down this platform to find the next chest. Enter this building right by for the next chest. Continue to this building for the next chest. Then enter through this door, walk around to the next chest. Go here for the only chest on this little island. Onto the last 4 chests on the last island. One should be in the cornfields, the other inside the green shipping container, one out in the open, and one in the little hut. Unfortunately, my friend was AFK and the game ended, but all you're supposed to do is go towards the Slurpy Swamp building, and that's where you get the rest of your brick. And then you're done. You're now going to be heading at this, little party wooden house area. It's actually pretty good. You get some good starting off loot, and then you rotate to other places for more chests. Totally recommend landing here. Get the first chest, you have to pickaxe the roof. You'll then be in this, little lounge area, and that's where you find your first chest. You want to head over to the dance floor, break this tile, you'll drop down. Then you'll drop down the storage area for your second chest, then break the wall right nearby in the bathroom area for the third chest. After you have finished looting, head outside to this little trail, break the fences and rocks, and head over to the stone bench where your fourth chest is. Then want to head down east to this cabin. There should be 2 chests in there. On to the next cabin that's north. Go through the door and you should get your first chest right by the stairs. And then you can break this floor for the second chest. Then head down towards the road, just get this car for extra metal, and then to your left, continue down the road. There should be another camper with a chest usually there. Sometimes it's taken, but if it's not taken, then awesome. I recommend continuing more down to the road because if no one's looted that area, you can get an extra chest and metal. Next place we're going over to is right by the dam. There's those 2 factory little buildings and there's some chests in between that. And you get really good loot, rotation, and it's kind of risky because you could get contested, but it's really great. The next chest is located by this weird electricity thing. Just break the pipes above and you'll get the chest. After visiting the floor loot spot, go to the flag. And on that platform there should be a chest. If they want to swim towards the bus, there should be some floor loot and a chest right there. You then want to continue through the smaller building and behind more weird electricity things I don't know the names of, there should be your chest. Also good to travel across the dam to get extra metal, and then you can enter the whirlpool to rotate easily. The final drop spot we are going to be talking about in this video is at the hill right outside of Misty Meadows. This spot could be risky because you can either be landed on or someone will ruin your loot path. Other than that, you get pretty good loot unless if someone takes it, and rotation's great because you can escape with a boat. When you're done looting your first chest, it's great to go farm up some materials around your area. And then you want to head over to the hill where the tents are, because that's where that big chest is. At this point, you can either head down to the broken house or over by the bridge. I'm just going to go over by the bridge. The area by the bridge is great because you can get a lot of metal, some floor loot, and the chest inside the truck. As you're on your way to the broken house, there's this camper and car. You know, you can get some metal from that. And there's also floor loot. On the roof of the broken house, there's a chest, and if you go right by the bookshelf and break the wall that's there, the other chest. When we head over to the boat spawn, there's this little hut. You know, there's even fishing rods there, and you can get some fish in the area, but more importantly, there's a chest. And after you're done looting, just head on to the boat. Either go towards Retail Row on that river, or towards the dam. And then you should be prepared for the rest of your game. So that's gonna end off this video with the best 10 underrated solo drop spots in this season. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if, you know, just to support me, because I really appreciate all your guys' support. Even on Twitch, I have a Twitch channel, you know, where I stream almost every day. We do fun stuff over there, mostly Fortnite and sometimes other games. It would be awesome if you guys check that out. I'm just glad that I made this video so I can help anyone out who's been struggling to find a drop spot and just need a video like this to help them out. So without further ado, I'm going to end off the video right here. Hope you guys have a great day. Goodbye.